Alright, so we got some Sonics. We are headed to go pick up some merch because we are all out. We all out of stock. So we got to go pick up some shirts so that way we can ship some orders. We were planning on having some subs today. My wife reminded me that we was all out of stock. So there was a slight change in plans. Let's go. So we just finished our lunch. I'm full. My wife is full. She didn't finish her food. We are a few minutes out. Normally we do our orders online and have it shipped to the warehouse. But you know, when you gotta just kind of go and pick up the stuff that you need and you can't wait on the shipping. So it's a good problem to have, but it's about a half-hour drive for us. So you know, we're gonna be in the car for about an hour total before we get back to the warehouse. Everything is so spread apart in Texas. It's cool. It's cool. We don't mind driving. This is the store. This is the plug. Now we gotta get some vinyls. Thank you. Yo, what is going on? We are back again with another tutorial. I am sorry I took so long, man. It's been a long couple weeks with Thanksgiving and all that. But let's get right into it. We had to get my man right for the holiday. I haven't seen my guy in a minute. He's been going to, you know, a couple other barbershops because, you know, I'm only available a couple days a week, and he's been out of town. So this was a long overdue haircut. He had to come back and see your boy. What I'm doing, man, is brushing all this out. You can see his hair is thin. He's got thin hair. You can see the waves are in there. We're going to start with a number 2, knocking down the sides. And he likes to keep a taper. Okay, and we go with the taper real low. He likes a low taper. He likes to see his little C cup in his box, man. And he's also got a widow's peak. So, you know, he's particular with his haircut. And he really likes the way that I cut his hair. So, you know, when it comes to the thin hair and, you know, somebody who's actually like receding and thinning, not just technically thin hair, we're talking about, you know, density thin too. You know, right now we're kind of matching the corner of where the C cup is, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm going with a 1.5 against the grain to kind of see where I could get that light to match, right? So that way I can give him his C cup and the box without it being too long or way too short, right? So we started our taper out with the clipper closed. And, you know, we just kind of debulked the area with a 2 guard and then a 1.5 guard. Now we're kind of just giving our taper a rough draft. You'll see through the video that I do go over the taper multiple times. That's just the barber that I am. Alright, so, you know, it's like rough draft, then the final copy. That's the way I like to cut. And you could take what I do and, you know, make it yours. Take what I do, take some of what I do, and make it yours. Take what I do and apply it to your system. And if it helps you, don't forget to drop it in the comments. Let me know what you want to see next. Alright, so boom. So we're working on this taper. It's coming together. Again with the thin hair. You know, if you go too high, you know, that taper can disappear, right? So, you know, it's really about controlling the clipper and, you know, trying to create that light to dark in that small section. Okay, so now that I have that light to dark, I'm going to hit a guideline here on the jaw. And then I'm going to go up around the ear. And I'm going to create the C cup to see what it's really looking like. So these are my gold FXs, man. I got a couple of these. These are my sharp ones. These are the ones that be hitting. I try to use these on every client, and sometimes it is they're too sharp for certain people. So if I see somebody getting red, I'm gonna jump over to my softer hitting ones. So again, this is like my rough draft. We want to establish where we want the perimeter of this haircut to be. And really, like, after you kind of give this a lineup, you see where the haircut coming together already, even with this rough draft taper that I got going on. Because again, one thing that I like to do is like not stay stuck in one place. And obviously, if I do this, if I perfect that side and then I come to this side, I have to match literally. So it's like if I get a rough draft going right on one side, and then I do the rough draft on the other, and then tweak them, and then do my final copies and make sure that they are even. That's the thing I think with tapers is like, you go up too high on one side, and then you gotta really match the other. So try and keep that in mind when doing tapers and fades. It's like if you're doing one side at a time, don't go perfecting it, because you could mess around and do the other side way different. So again, we're doing the same steps that we did on the other side. We knocked it down with the 2, then the 1.5. We set our guideline in there, and now we're just kind of going over the rough draft taper, okay? Because again, and if they look in the mirror, I want them to be like, oh yeah, all right, I'm coming back. And I explain that to my people that are in the chair. It's like, first I kind of do a rough draft, and just so I could, um, keep them comfortable, let them see what the haircut, the direction of the haircut is going, and say, hey, is this okay? Or, do you want to go higher? Or, because it's like you don't know, technically what is going on in their head, what they really want, unless you get to know them. Like, I know Tim. I've been cutting Tim for a minute now, 2 years probably. So I do know how Tim likes his hair. And then obviously too, I like to give a rough draft fade on the beard, so I know what I'm, getting into. But again, I do my rough draft fade and then go back, check the mirror, make sure we're on point. We're gonna do the same exact steps for the back, keeping it underneath that occipital bone. You can see where his bone is, that little lumpy area. But also, I forgot to press record. I swear, I always forget to press record, or I think I press record and I don't press record when I get to the back of the head. And I don't know why the last couple videos been like that, so I apologize. We are taking a number 3 guard and kind of coming through the top and down the sides. Now we're taking a 4 guard to the beard, debulking, and obviously you can see that I'm kind of being gentle, working my way through them knots. I also want to point out, man, in the last couple videos I've been using the caliber clippers. Okay, those are the 9mm clippers. Those things are workhorses. You have 4 hours of straight power. Okay, I really haven't been using my magic clips at all since I've gotten those. They also come with a gold guard, or a gold blade, and that, after I threw that on there, that's just like having a way more powerful magic clip in your hand. I'm dropping a video on those clippers real soon, so make sure you look out for those. You can also use my promo code on any of your orders through Caliber Corp. CaliberProCorp.com. So J.STRIVES, I'll drop that in the description. Those clippers are fire. So you can see he's got the widow's peak, and I always start with all my edge ups in the middle of the head, and I go to the higher side. So whatever side is more receding, more higher, I go to that side and tap it. Then I go to the lower side and we match. Okay, so You know, we don't necessarily push it all the way back, but if you want to push the side back, it's, you know, the lower side that you want to push back. You don't want to push the higher side even more higher, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So just take your time. Now we're going to go down and hit that box, right? Tap the box and then brush the hair away, and we'll pretty much have a nice clean hairline. You can see his hairline coming nice and back together. Here's the other thing that I like to do. Alright, so obviously we did our rough draft or whatever, but then this is the other reason why I like to do a rough draft, because then I like to look at the, you know, the mirror with them facing the mirror, okay? Because there's this side of the haircut that you see right now, and then there's the side that they see, which is what they have to look at every single day. And if this looks fire and this looks blended, but it looks like there's a line in it when you're looking straight dead at it, then that's what they're going to see. Okay? So you want to make sure that the side view is fire. Then you also want to make sure that the front view is fire. Okay? So if that doesn't make sense to you, please drop it in the comments, and I will try and go in and describe what I am talking about. Alright, so boom. So before I lay them back and shave them, I like to have them in the mirror. I like to catch another rough draft line. Okay, and notice how I don't have him totally stretching all the way back. That's because, you know, we're not walking around with our head chin to the sky. Okay, so if he was chin to the sky, I could catch a straight line like that, right? But when he comes down and his skin, you know, relaxes, that line is not going to be true to what he looks like walking around. So therefore, I try not to have them stretch too far back. Now we're going to bless this line up with some enhancements, the beard and hairline. I was using Kiss Express and alcohol. I'm going to show, I have a video coming out on that. So with that, I like to blow it dry, make sure it's fully dry. Okay. When brushing it and making sure it's dry, especially on the line, I'm not applying pressure to that brush. So now if there was any excess overspray, I spray my blade with alcohol, and that will take the excess or overspray off the cheek. Okay. After that, we are going to take the J.STRIVES sea salt spray. Because his hair is so thin, we want to give it that full look. So we're going to use the sea salt spray with the Pacino's matte. Again, I have a promo code for you with the Pacino's products as well. So you're going to take that, work that in with your sea salt spray, and then we are going to use the blow dryer and our round brush and really blow this dry. But again, you can see me working it to the scalp. Okay, really working it through the hair. Don't be afraid to touch the client, man. Whew. All right. We back. Sorry, I had to take some medicine. I've been under the weather, man. All right, so don't be afraid to touch the client, man. Okay, that's what they coming for. All right, we in the good touch business. All right, so you can see we are using our round brush, blowing the hair down on high heat, and then hitting it with a cool shot. All right, again, boom. You can see I enhanced it. You can see that I am again going back over and finessing this cut. Okay, I am always going and finessing. Right here we are using the caliber 50 cal limited edition clippers. These things, I call them my finessers, man. Them joints last 8 hours, 8+ hours battery life. Alright, so this is about the final look here. I did see something. I think I hit them with the twist brush, the twist racket, and I just seen something that, you know, I was like, oh, this is a fire cut, but I'm like, hold up, I'm not done yet. I need to touch this. But look at this cut. It's pretty much done, right? Look at that taper. Okay? Take your time. All the hard work and all the long hours are going to pay off. All right? So you can see right here, this is where I see, I'm like, hold up, I want to hit that front line. Hold on. We ain't done yet. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, dog. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta touch that front line. He comfortable anyways. Look at him. He comfortable. Everybody comfortable. Everybody falls asleep in my chair, man. Let me just tap that for you. Let me just tap that. All right, all right. I'm always looking in the mirror. Always looking in the mirror, making sure my work is on point. But I did just see something. Los Cut It dropped. He said, focus on the haircut, and when you think that the haircut is perfect, then look in the mirror. And I was like, ooh. Ooh. Let me try that. See, my eyes always playing tricks on me. That's why I'm always looking in the mirror, though. So, but I like that approach. But look at that taper, man. That's a fire low tape. We're going to hit them with some hairspray, a little oil sheen. Always hitting my clients with the smell goods because, they got to smell right after they leaving, man. Promo codes and everything will be in the description, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next. Thank you for always showing love. Thank you for always showing your support. Don't forget to give them the mirror, man. Let them check it out. Let them see it up close. That right there is confidence, right? When you can give them the mirror, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Get out there and get to the bag. I'll talk to you in the next video.